for in the park.
The Trailblazers play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Portland, Oregon. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And tonight, we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA. No one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Talking basketball is what and honestly, we were born to do, so let's do it.
And look at the guys by our side. Man, we all love this game. Let's go right into it. For the Portland Trailblazers, they come in off a good outing against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
Here's the starting group for Kansas City. They've got Pippen. Bogdanovich out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Miller, and it's Wagner in at the 5 down low. Trailblazers moving on. Shams from Damian Lillard, arguably the best player in franchise history. What do you think, though, about the haul they got from that deal with Milwaukee?
It was essentially two trades. One, moving Damian Lillard to Milwaukee, and then part of that package was Drew Holiday. They sent to Boston. So in total, 3 first-round picks, 2 swaps, some good young players, and DeAndre Ayton. The Portland front office believes that they are building for the future, and with these draft picks, with the swaps, and DeAndre Ayton, they feel like they have the makings of some talent to move forward.
Young team, nice team with a lot of room to grow. Good point. Here is Miller. Following the basket by Jeremy Grant. The shot, no good.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
The shot's good from Simon.
From the mid-range, Simon's quickness is a big advantage.
Now, here is Miller.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Ayton kicks to Avdia. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Brandon Miller.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
At the line for your Trailblazers, Denny Avdia. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. All 3 throws, good from Avdia. All right, Shams, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources? The players, the agents, the GMs, the scouts all over the NBA.
It comes year after year. This has been something I've been doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication, and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep a level of respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game, especially in the NBA.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, and that develops early, not taking shortcuts. I'm very much for the long game.
Outstanding. Now, here's Boucher. Just 5 on the clock. Miller, that's for 2. They get it again. And the shot's good from Boucher.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Grant. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher.
Chris Boucher.
That's his first foul.
First
Shams,
foul.
no one is keyed on the league
Second
like
team
you.
foul.
Is there an under-the-radar
Substitution on
trend
the
that
court.
you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
And he can't get the first one. So for the Trailblazers, Klingon, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Delano Banton comes in for Jeremy Grant. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for Anferny Simons. And then for Kansas City, Boston's checked in. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Pippen. And he's good on the second. Portland leading. Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot of opportunities. I know you're looked at, but thank you for your honesty
2
in that.
minutes remaining in the first.
Vincent misses. Portland leading by 3. Here's Banton. Tries again. Throws up again. No good at the rim.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Here's Vincent. Henderson defending. Williams. And Williams is right there.
Williams.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. Here's Kamare. Still yet to score. Here's Henderson. It's tipped, and they're able to recover. Rebound by Williams. And it's Kansas City's ball. They trail by 1. Here's Vincent. Henderson defending. 54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Exum, he's checked in for Kansas City.
Substitution for the away team, Dante Exum.
There's 53 seconds left in the first. Henderson outside. The pass to Banton. For the 3. Trains the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's Levine, who brings it up for Kansas City. 4-point game. Here's Boston. And that comes off the assist by Levine.
Assisted by
Well, Levine is out there to finish
Levine.
plays, but if a guy is open, he'll make the extra pass.
Banton, the pass to Henderson. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Kamare. Excellent D there from Williams.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Levine inside the three-point. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
It's all tied in Portland. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And this This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
All right, and now you want to see them sustain this relentlessness for the entire game because it's clearly paying off.
And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
Setting the floor for Kansas City. Zach LaVine is out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Mo Wagner. Then it's Pippen, and it's Exum in at the 2. Now here's Pippen. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Simon.
Ball. Away team ball.
Here's LaVine. Shot clock at 6. Kansas City needs to get off a shot.
Yeah, Williams gets at least one swat a game. He's got great anticipation.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19, and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA, and confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, D.A. Thank you so much. The Blazers on offense. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. A shot's good from Simons. Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, a couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now. And any given year, anyone can win.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Trailblazers making a switch here. Avdia's checked in. Kansas City also with a sub. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Wagner. Pippen against Simon. And here's Pippen. Shams, you've been around the NBA for a long time now. Which players do you enjoy watching the most?
Greatness, especially the guys that are regarded among the greatest of all time, like LeBron James, like Stephen Curry, like Kevin Durant. You have to throw those in there. But this is a new era, a new crop. The Jason Tatums, Jalen Browns, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Have to throw Luka Doncic in there. You have Donovan Mitchell, you have Paolo Banchero, you have Tyrese Halliburton, you have Joel Embiid, you have Tyrese Maxey, Jimmy Butler, you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Anthony Davis,
Wembanyama, I mean, right, go right
De'Aaron
down
Fox,
the line.
Victor Wembanyama. So let's not have anyone here left out.
All right, yeah, they're all fun to watch. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Passes to Avdia. Grant outside. Shot clock at 5. Out of bounds. Kansas City takes possession. Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That someone wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, he sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
First one falls for him.
Look, he's an ideal modern wing. Levine has tremendous athleticism, length, a great three-point shot. He's been productive for years.
And he can't hit the second. Portland trailing here. Left side, Avdia. Good, and Grant gets the assist.
Yeah, look, that's a good find by the veteran. Grant keeping everyone involved.
Here's Levine. The layup missed. Avdia against Miller. Avdia kicks to Williams. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Grant. And again, it's Portland converting.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Kansas City trails by 3. Levine with it. A rebound by Simons. Portland with the ball. He's only allowed 5 points in the quarter. No good from Grant. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Outside, Levine. Clock at 6. Here's Miller. Misses off the left eye.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
And the foul called on Brandon Miller.
Second personal.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Team foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Both teams will make substitutions. Goes up off the inbound, and Henderson lays it in. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Bogdanovich. It's deflected.
And with every swat, Clingan is earning a reputation as a shot blocker.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
Away team.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
That was awesome, fans. Join me in thanking your Blazer dancers.
.141 left in the first half of the game. Kicks to Miller. Six on the shot clock to stop the drought, and it's blocked.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
Well, Scoot has all the physical attributes. He has the fearless mentality. But like most young players, he just needs some time to develop and adapt to the NBA game.
And Portland making a change here. Sharp's checked in. And Wagner's got the ball here for Kansas City. Trailing here by 8. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. Miller with the ball. Now Henderson defending. Here's Vincent. Here's Wagner. Shoots over Klingon. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Wagner. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Kamare. Henderson outside. Back to Avdia. The 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And here's Miller outside.
Amazing. Perfect timing.
Trailblazers.
And a huge three there to chop the lead down as we go into the break. Still anyone's game.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Portland out in front, leading by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even, and in one stretch there, they were up by 6. They were slightly better in the second. Not a big difference between these two teams. What did you think about Portland, Kenny?
I like what they've done on the glass. Boxing out, reacting quickly, playing with an aggressive attitude. They set a physical tone, but now everyone gets a chance to recalibrate. We'll see if this rebounding dominance can extend into the second half.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the visiting team.
You know, they haven't shot the ball very well. Not nearly enough quality looks. Right now, this game can easily come down to shot selection and how they run their offense. They need to keep the ball moving and generate better looks.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. And I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
They've got Denny Avdia. Bringing his out there with DeAndre Ayton. And there's Grant, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. Here's Pippen, following the basket by Jeremy Grant. Pass to Wagner. Miller outside. Nice ball movement by Kansas City. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Pippen. Count it from 12. Pippen's got 6.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's Simons. 6 points for him, and they pick up 2.
Wow, fancy stuff from Anthony Simons.
Loads of expectations come with going number 1 overall, Stan. We all know that. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's become one of the more underrated players in this league. He was the top pick in 2018. People will always measure him against that standard. But look, he's averaged a double-double every season in the league. It's not easy to be that consistent.
Williams, he's checked in for Klingon. Kansas City also with a sub. Dante Exum, he's checked in for Brandon Miller. Here's Pippen. He has 6. Wagner passes to Bogdanovich. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Delano Banton's checked in for the Trailblazers. Now, here's Simons. He's got 8. Grant in the post. Bogdanovich on him. No good from Grant. Kansas City trails by 5. Now Bogdanovich. He has yet to score. Exum kicks to Wagner. 6 to shoot. Here's Pippen. And that one is off.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Outside, Simons. And it's Grant in the corner. And the pass to Simons. Shoots over Pippen. They get the rebound. And Ayton stays with it.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pippen, the pass to Wagner. Dishes to Bogdanovich. Pass to Wagner. Over Grant. And it's Wagner missing. Trailblazers leading by 7. Grant dishes to Ayton. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Now here's Ayton. And that one's up for him. Ayton's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers. Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team no lead.
For the Trailblazers, Kamara is checked in, and it's Sharp in for Jeremy Grant. And Kansas City will go for a different look here. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Vincent, the pass to Levine. To the paint. They could use a bucket. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And they continue to control the glass. Now, here's Simons. He's guarded closely. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's a look at the schedule for Kansas City. On Monday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for the game with the Mavericks,
Shooting 2.
that one's going to be game number 9 on the year for them. Really starting to get towards the meat of things by then.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. Here's Simons.
2 minutes
10 points for
remaining in
him.
the third. 2 minutes.
There's the dish to Williams. Simons surveying the D. Williams kicks to Anderson. 5 on the clock. Up again. Here's Williams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Levine. First
Defense
personal
should
foul.
know Williams won't
First
ease off
team
you.
foul.
He'll take his motion into
At the
cover.
line for 2.
And some
Robert
stats here,
Williams.
guys. The scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And just a great job converting those second chance points as well. They're having a great night getting those second and third shot opportunities.
And that one misses.
Well, for Williams, the most important thing is remaining healthy. Because when he does that, he's an impactful player.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Avdia's checked in. Good on the second free throw.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
Now here's Levine. He's got 5. Right wing. Here's Boston. Defended by Avdia. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
First trip to the
At
free throw line for him in this one.
B.J. Boston. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Klingen, he's checked in for Robert Williams. And the second free throw, good. 1:19 left in the third. Henderson passes to Avdia. To the wing on the left. The Trailblazers working the ball around now. Here's Kamara. That's tipped.
Great timing on the rejection. Wagner using his size and length to get the stop.
Kansas City trails by 10. 46 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Vincent, defended by Sharp. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Levine. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Levine's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Kansas City. Kicks it to Henderson. And there's the drive. Banked in off the glass. Henderson's got 5 points so far.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine.
Portland ball.
Both teams deciding to change it up. 17 seconds left to play in the third. Henderson outside. And the shot goes down. Henderson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the bench.
And so it's Portland enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Setting the floor for Kansas City. We've got Bojan Bogdanovic. Miller is out there with Pippen. Then it's Williams. And it's Exum in at the small forward. And the foul called on Kenrich Williams. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. On the floor for your Trailblazers, Robert Williams. Anthony Simons.
This one for three. Bogdanovic grabs the miss. Kansas City trails by 12. Right side, Pippen. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And stolen by Williams. Williams against Pippen. Outside, Bogdanovic. To the left wing, Exum finds Pippen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Doesn't go for him. Williams with the defensive effort.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
And Kansas City pushing it up now. And here they go. Portland grabs the miss. Williams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Sharp. Good, nice job down low. Sharp's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Trailblazers. Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. Wagner's checked in for Kansas City. Boucher comes in for Bogdanovich. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Kansas City's coach talked to his team during that timeout. Now, his tone was pretty serious. He said, you guys need to prove you're in this. No one else can do it for you. Time to pour on the gas. See if that fire gets lit, guys.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Simon. Pass to Sharp. We've seen some flashes, Coach, from Shaden Sharp in his career. He can get hot in a hurry.
Well, look, Kevin, he is a great athlete, and when his shot starts to fall consistently, he can be electric. Right now, he's putting it together little by little. He's just got to continue to improve.
And the first one drops.
And another exciting young player from Canada. Shaden Sharp is an elite athlete, and his overall skills are really improving.
And Sharp drops them both. Kansas City trails by 16. A pass to Boucher. He kicks it to Exum. Miller outside. Boucher against Williams. 5 to shoot. Fade away. And Kansas City misses again.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
We've heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Here's Pippen. Portland making their last shot. Miller outside. Unloads from 13 and finished off by Wagner.
And you can put Miller on either side of that pick and roll action. He has a terrific IQ.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Another round of applause for your Blazer dancer.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Grant kicks to Simons. Got a hand on it. And now the fast break Exum with the ball. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Trailblazers leading by 16. Passes it to Sharp. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Miller. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Kansas City. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Pippen against Simon. Pass to Williams. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Trailblazers lead by 18.
Well, a throwback big. Williams almost exclusively operates around the hoop.
Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Simons.
And he's had the hot hand tonight, Kevin, no doubt about it. He's gotten his field goal percentage up over 60, and you're only going to get it that high when you're taking good, smart shots.
He's had the fans behind him tonight, and that's really been a key for him. Once he got going, they sensed it could be a special night every time he touched the ball. Now here's Levine. He dishes it to Pippen. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Simons finds it.
2 minutes in the game. 2 minutes.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second.
It's on Zach LaVine.
I love that pump fake from Ayton. It's such a simple yet effective move.
DeAndre Ayton taking 2 shots.
Relax on the first.
He misses the free throw.
Well, I appreciate how focused DeAndre Ayton is on excelling at what he does best. His primary concern is being a force in the paint on both ends.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Kansas City. And he sinks the second.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton, a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
Here's Bogdanovich, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Bogdanovich has got his first points of the night. Simons against Pippen. Simons the pass to Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Just such a physical player. Williams has no off switch, which is how he gets these calls.
Your Trailblazers, Robert Williams. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Williams. Abdias checked in for Portland. He hits both from the stripe. Kansas City trails by 19. Pass to Boucher. Wagner outside. He Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game. And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying in the international game.
They grab their own miss. The kick out to Simons. Drills it from outside.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Here's Bogdanovich. The Trailblazers knocking down the tray. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Grant. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Now, here's Simons. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports.